last weekend, it was pretty up and down. I came out with one goal, which was not to crash before my wedding, and I didn't make the goal. In GTU, I had a pretty big crash in turn 3, like third or fourth lap. I just lost my focus and lost it on the brakes before I even tipped in, so I hit the wall going pretty fast, but the air fence did its job, so that was good. Now I had to come back for middleweight GP and try out the bike without really any practice in between. But it went well, and I did run my best race pace over distance, and I kept Sam pretty close in my sights. I just couldn't quite put a pass on him in the first half of the race, and then he eked away from me in the last few laps. But it was a great race. I would have loved a second, but I ended up with a third, so Scotty made some good ground on me there. And then Sunday, Scotty had his problems, and he fell down in front of me in middleweight Formula 40, and he couldn't make the restart. So I got a free pass there, and now my points have leapfrogged up in middleweight 40, and I lost a little ground in middleweight GP, but I'll still be going for both of those classes if I can pull it off.
Yeah, so last weekend was definitely an up and down weekend. You know, on the pavement a few times. Ended up going home early on Sunday just with some minor injuries. So yeah, we're behind the 8 ball a little further now as we head into the remaining 3 rounds, and got our work cut out for us for sure. So moving forward, you know, just need to be mistake free and try to put good laps in and see where the chips fall. If the championship happens, you know, by doing well, then so be it. But at this point, with all the attrition I've had this year and all the challenges, you know, we're just finish it out and see what happens.
Yeah, the season has been a struggle. I mean, as much as the struggles have been, we're still looking pretty good in most of the classes. I ride a lot of bikes, and I'm starting to get a little older, and it's definitely becoming a struggle. My son races, which adds a little bit of stress to taking care of his stuff also, and but we're okay. We've just been struggling a little, and we're working through it, and hopefully we have turned the corner.
My season's going really well, actually better than expected. Again, I was saying earlier, I set a new personal best lap time riding this for the first time at round 1, and that got me within my target lap time goal for the year. And my only other goals for the season were to just get comfortable on the chassis and try to hold on to the front runners in the unlimited grid.
I mean, the rest of the season is just try to stay out of trouble, improve always trying to improve, try to get through this weather. Right now we're a little bit of weather upon us. Hopefully we can get through it, and the rest of the season looks good. I mean, the club has changed a lot, and hopefully it's been changing for the better, and we're getting a lot closer, and hopefully you know, the rest of the season goes the way we want. I am leading the overall for the 11th time, and hopefully we can pull that off and pull a couple other championships off. So I see the rest of the season a struggle, but I think we can get through it.
This bike is by far the most confidence-inspiring leader bike I've ever ridden. I got to ride a couple of R1s that were stock at YCRS events, well, N2 track days with YCRS there. I got to ride a handful of ZX10s. And with this, I got to get on it, and it felt so close to the R6 that I came off of, but with better ergonomics, that I kind of got up to speed way faster than I expected. At round 1, I cut 2 whole seconds off my personal best the first weekend riding the bike. Setting up the electronics, I kind of put everything at the median settings just so I had an idea I could go more aggressive or less aggressive on certain settings, and I've been happy with where I had it with the settings from round 1. And then all I've done after that was just get the spring rates correct for the forks and the shock, and I'm still working my way into getting really fast on this thing.
It's definitely going good. Could be progressing a little bit faster. There's a few things I just need to work on to get those few extra seconds. The Penguin team and the Penguin school has been helping me out a lot with everything that just comes along with racing. been struggling a little bit with mental game, just keeping myself focused, but still got 2 more rounds after this one to work on, so hopefully we can get the expert bump, put up a few points, and hopefully win Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, so last weekend in Moto3, me and my dad were involved in a first turn crash, and basically Bill Morey crashed, and then my dad hit him, and then I ended up hitting his bike, and my teammate Jacob hit me, but thankfully we were all okay. My dad ended up getting knocked out in a broken collarbone, but he's here riding today, so it's good to be back out there with him.
Yeah, season's been quite a whirlwind. Started off real slow, not feeling too motivated for this year, and just, you know, usual April blues, wondering where all your times from the last round the year before went. Had to skip the second round, got married, and came back in June for the Classic with all the crazy out-of-towners and all the mayhem that the Classic is, for better or worse, and switched to Pirellis for that round. So I was learning a new tire, trying to make some suspension changes, figure out if it's me or the bike that feels off. And did a little better, but generally came away without any podiums and not too successful of a weekend. Regathered myself for July, came back with the mindset that I was going to give it my best and just see what happened. Unfortunately, started off the weekend with a crash. I was lucky to walk away okay, and bike was mostly cosmetic damage, but made the restart of that race and went out and set my best time of the year. Got suspension dialed in apparently. These new Pirellis working amazing. Best decision I've made in a while to switch to Pirelli, which is where I started my riding career. Continued to go through and set my best times of the year every race for the weekend. First race on Sunday, a couple front runners were out due to some crashes, but gave me the chance to fight with a couple other mid to front pack guys for potential win, and started in front, got past the first couple laps and thought that was it. They were about a corner ahead, but I decided, you know what, I came here saying I was going to push, and I just did. I managed to catch one of them back with 2 laps to go, and coming across the line for the final lap, I made the pass for first and pushed more than I ever have, and sure enough, I came across the line in first and with my best lap time ever. So I'm feeling great. Bike's feeling great. The Pirellis are amazing. Thanks to Heroic for keeping me safe in my crash. I got up, my suit hardly has a spot on it. I didn't have a bruise or a mark on me, so that was amazing. And I know you're probably not getting it, but even my bike, I've got this Plasti-Dip coating from this one of my other sponsors, Finest Dips Auto Customs, and I'm going to peel the paint off. The fairings are fine underneath, and just respray it. So yeah, got some great sponsors behind me, keeping me doing my thing up here, and even getting a win I never thought I'd have. So looking forward to the rest of the year and seeing what I can do.